Hey guys, it's me, your groove free spiritist. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing fabulous. I'm back again with another mini foodie vlog for you guys. This one is a creamy seafood pasta and some cabbage salad. I made this meal with all the things that I could find in my kitchen, and it was a wee early morning hours when I prepared this meal. I'm gonna show you guys how I made this wonderful dish right now in this video. So let's get it, y'all. So first up, I have my vegetables that I had in the house, some mushrooms, tomatoes, bell pepper, and some purple cabbage that was left over from a previous meal that I will be using to make my cabbage salad. Over here we have some shrimps that I cleaned nicely, leftover pieces of shrimp, and some deshelled mussels that I've been pre-cooked that I'm going to be using, and my bow tie pasta, which I pre-boiled, got it ready for the pasta dish, y'all. So let's get it going. The first step is going to be for me to cut up the vegetables. I sped this part up, guys, because I know I'm not really that great at chopping up vegetables. I wish I was. It would be so cool. So I sped this up. I figured you guys don't want to sit here and watch me slowly chop the vegetables. So I went ahead and increased the speed of the vegetables. So right now I'm chopping up my purple cabbage, cutting it down to bite size, getting it ready for the salad. I thinly sliced it. It was pretty hard, because the cabbage, when it's raw, it's a little bit tougher. But I think like the red cabbage, as far as flavor is concerned, I love it. And I love the color. So it brings a little vibrance to the dish and it's just different. And I enjoy eating cabbage, especially raw, because it's just sweeter. It has like a sweeter flavor to it. And the minerals and the nutrients in it are right there. So it's perfect. So now we're done with the cabbage. Moving on to the mushrooms. These are baby portobello mushrooms that, oh, I didn't want to spill it, but almost did. So these are baby portobello mushrooms that I am using to substitute the meat a little bit because I only had like a few pieces of shrimp and then those mussels. So I figured I'll add some mushrooms to be like the third meat and also add, it as another layer of flavor and just deliciousness to my creamy seafood pasta. So I just chopped them up, bite size, nothing special. Just made sure they were all cut up into little pieces so that they could be eaten along with the pasta. And I love mushrooms because, they're nutritious, one, and they are meaty. And they do have flavor and they're fun to eat. And it's always great to have them in a meal. So now I'm going to put them aside and we're going to move on to our next, which is the bell pepper and the tomatoes, which I'll be using in the cabbage salad as well as my pasta. I'm going to be using half of the bell pepper in the creamy pasta and the other half I will be using in the cabbage salad. So just took all the seeds out, cleaned it out, and now I'm slicing it up into bite-sized pieces so that I can use it in the salad as well as the pasta. Now I used yellow because, well, there's so much color and vibrance to this bell pepper, and also the flavor is very sweet and it is zingy, and so it's a great addition to this creamy pasta dish. So now I'm done. Put that aside, and it's the tomatoes. Slicing the tomatoes and getting them ready for the salad. I used Roma tomatoes. I like Roma tomatoes. They're juicy and they have a little bit of sweetness to them. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can get some that are really like firm, and so it's not like mushy, and it's really good. It doesn't add too much water to your salad. So I really appreciate that about the Roma tomatoes. And plus, they were on sale, so I grabbed them. And I'm using them in the salad. So as you can see, I'm just kind of slicing them nice and thin and round to use them to garnish the salad. So now that's done. We're going to put that aside. And the next one is our garlic. These are beautiful garlic bulbs. I got these garlic bulbs for my local subscribers from the World Market off of Highway 6. These garlic bulbs, I like them because they come with the skin already peeled, and they come in a container, so you can buy like a couple of pounds of already peeled garlic in a container, which makes it so easy when you're trying to prep meals. It saves a lot of time having to worry about having to peel the garlic before you chop it up. So I enjoy the fact that I can get like the ones that don't have the skin on them already. All I got to do is just rinse them off and chop them up and get them ready for my dish. So right here, I'm chopping them into bite sizes because I wanted to keep them, chunky enough, not too tiny, and then kind of like a bite size chunky, so that I can still have them. They can still be like whole pieces within the pasta, and you can just take a bite full with the pasta. So now I'm done with that. Put that aside, and we're going to get going. So over here, you see I have my chopped cabbage along with the tomatoes and the bell peppers. These are the ingredients for the cabbage salad. We're going to leave these aside, and later on, that's going to join the dish. So let's get started. We're starting off with the shrimp. I'm going to go ahead and fry the shrimp so that it's pink. I'm not going to fry it too long, about 3 to 5 minutes maybe, just so I can get them all nice and pink and ready for the meal. I would say this meal, after preparation, which I think the preparation for me took about 40, maybe 45 minutes, because I'm so slow at cutting vegetables and things like that. So the prep time was probably 45 minutes, washing, cleaning, maybe 10 minutes. And then, so together I'd say about, the prep time was about 55 minutes to prepare everything to cook the meal with. And then when pre-cooking, the pasta was about 8 minutes. The shrimp, I would say 5 minutes just to get it pink. And then mussels were already pre-cooked, so I didn't really have to do much work there. So the prep time was what took up most of the time. And but everything else was pretty simple and easy for me to do. And I was able to get the meal together roughly 15 minutes. And there it is. We got the shrimps, we got the mussels. We're going to put them aside, and we're going to get ready to get the pasta going. So right here I have some butter and some oil, which I'm going to use to saute the vegetables and the ingredients that I'm going to use to make the creamy pasta. So let's get it going. Waiting for the butter to melt down a little bit before I start adding the garlic, which will be the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and add. Is the garlic goes in first. Get that in there so that it can get the aromas going. And then I'm going to let that simmer for a little while to let it soak in the butter before I add my bell peppers. Beautiful yellow bell peppers. Add that in the mix, stir it around, let it release some aromas. Looking good already, and we just started this show. I am so excited, y'all. All right, so right here I'm seasoning it with a little bit of salt. Just, give it some flavor. And it's always good. I try to taste my food as I'm cooking it. And I'm going to add some accent, one of my favorite seasonings to enhance the flavors of your meal. A little sprinkle here and there, just to get that flavor of umami in there as well. And mix it all up, all the aromas and fragrances and flavors mingling together with the butter and oil. So I'm gonna let that sit for just a little bit before I add my other ingredients that are going to be cooking along with it in this creamy seafood pasta dish. So now comes the mushrooms. We're going to put the portobello mushrooms in so that it also can absorb some of these fragrance, this aroma, these flavors with the butter, the garlic, bell peppers, and the seasoning. I'm going to let this cook down a little bit and let it cook for maybe 5 minutes or so that the mushrooms can cook down a little bit. And then I'm going to pull it aside and get ready for this pasta dish. Y'all, this looks so good. I added a little bit of salt for flavor because, like I said, I taste as I go along to see if everything is coming together well. So I went ahead and did that. And now I am ready to put it aside. There we go. There's our mushrooms with our bell peppers and garlic. That's going to go aside. Now we're going to start making the creamy sauce. I have butter in here already. I'm using the same wok, so all the flavors will just remain and plus save me dishes. So right here I'm adding about half a cup of chicken broth to the butter, and I'm going to let the butter continue melting and mixing with the chicken broth. And then I'm going to add my cream to the mix. Once the butter is done melting with the chicken broth, I'm going to go ahead and add my heavy cream, which I got from my local H-E-B. Heavy cream. I'm going to pour in about a cup and a half. I didn't really measure it because I'm not one to measure all the time. So I just poured and stopped. And I believe that's at least a cup and a half that I poured in. And I'm going to just mix it up and let it simmer for a little bit before I start adding all our ingredients to get our creamy seafood pasta going. Put a little bit of salt in there just to add more flavor because I did taste it and it was a little on the bland side. So I just added a little bit of salt for flavor. And also I had to add my pepper because y'all know I need the spice because I am a spicy girl. And of course a little bit of accent for some enhancing of the flavors. So now we got all the ingredients together, mix it all up, let that cream simmer low fire because we don't want the cream to burn. So I had it on medium to low to let it simmer a bit before we get going with the rest of our ingredients. So the first ingredient, of course, is going to be our mushrooms, the bell peppers, garlic. We're going to go ahead and start off with that. Get that mixed into the cream sauce so it'll be nice and creamy. Get all the flavors, and then we're going in with the shrimp. Beautiful pink shrimp. This is already coming together beautifully. It looks so gorgeous. I'm ready to take a spoon to it right now. So mixing it all up, getting it going, getting all the flavors in there, and at the same time letting it simmer a little bit so that we can continue. It like I said, it took about 15 minutes once everything was done, and it was pretty easy after I prepped everything. So I'll go ahead and throw the mussels in here. This was my first time doing this creamy pasta dish with mussels. I love mussels, especially when I do a seafood boil, but I've never had it prepared like this before, I don't think. So I just said, you know what? The only time I've had it like that is if in a paella. That's when I've had mussels in a paella, but not in pasta. So that was fun. So now I'm putting in my pasta that I've already pre-cooked. I made about 1 pound of the bow ties pasta for this dish, and I'm adding it now, and I'm going to go ahead and mix everything together to get the flavors to be absorbed by the pasta. So I'm gonna make sure I fold it all in the cream and the ingredients, coat the pasta all with the cream and all the ingredients so it could soak in all those flavors. And then I'm gonna let it simmer for a few minutes before I take it off and get ready for plating, y'all. So this process is pretty much the end, because like I said, the hardest part for making this dish was preparation. You know, pre-cooking, um, cutting up vegetables and all that. So we are done, y'all. The food is ready to be plated, and let's get it. Here we go. And I added a little Parmesan on top afterwards. Doesn't that look gorgeous, y'all? I'm ready to eat. And there is our salad, which I topped off with feta. And it is ready to be devoured, y'all. Look at this dish. It took 15 minutes to cook. It took an hour to prep, but 15 minutes to cook. Way to make a meal out of what I have in the house, right? All right, so now I'm topping my salad with some aged balsamic vinaigrette, which is one of my favorite dressings. I love it so much. And let's go in for that first cabbage salad bite, y'all. Get me some feta and some tomato, cabbage, bell pepper. I'm trying to get it all in this one bite for y'all. It is not easy to get these to sit on the fork. All right, y'all, look at that. Does that not look delicious? Are you not ready to take that bite? Let's take the bite, y'all. Yes, wonderful. That was the bite of the century, y'all. It was tangy. It had the feta cheese with the cream. It had the zing with the bell peppers, and the tomato was wonderful. Now let's get a bite of this pasta. Get me some shrimp, pasta. I'm going to try and get everything. Mussels, mushroom, all in one bite. This pasta looks so delicious, y'all. I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this pasta. Oh my goodness. Come on, let us get this bite, y'all. Look at that bite. Look at it. Yes, let's eat this. Oh, look at my face. I'm so happy, y'all. Oh my goodness. That was the best bite. The best bite ever. Y'all, I'm so happy. It's not even funny. Like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3. I wasn't quite certain, but I know by the time I sat down, it was 2 something. Getting me another bite, y'all. It was so good. Y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it for you guys. This was an amazing quick dish for me, and I really enjoyed it. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Please comment. Please share this video so more people can see it. And also, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now because it's absolutely free, no cost to you. Hit that red subscribe button and the post notification bell so that every time when I publish a video, you will be notified. Love yourselves, love one another, take care, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Bye, y'all.